Bonjour, voici vidéo 4C, les prépositions pour la géographie. We talked about this quite a bit in class on Monday, but we'll just go over it basically again and we'll do an activity together. If you want to say to or in a city, you use the preposition a with the city. If you want to say from a city, you use the preposition de with the city. If you want to say to or in a feminine country, I didn't write that down. Country. I'm squeezing as much on this board as I can. Then you use en, and de is from. If it's a masculine country, then you're going to use o, or o if it's plural, for to or in, and du, or de if it's plural, for from. So it's pretty simple, and we talked about this quite a bit in class. So let's do an activity together and see if we can pull it all together. We will be doing activité D à la page 51. 51, activité D, exercice D. Let me get this erased and we'll start on that. Go ahead and pause it before I put up the answer so you can work the answer yourself and make sure that you're getting it right. Okay, so we have Où vont ces missionnaires? Modèle, Les Duval, Paris, France. So we've got a city and then a country. So we'll be using the city prepositions and then we'll be using the country prepositions. And then we put it all together with the verb aller. Les Duval vont à Paris, en France. Okay, let's look at numéro 1. Pascal Baudry, Berne, Suisse. Even if you do not recognize all of the names of the cities and countries, the first one will always be the city, the second one will always be the country. So that'll hopefully help you a little bit. So we have Pascal Baudry. Il va à Berne, a city in Switzerland, and it's feminine, en Suisse. Ends in an E, so it's a feminine country. He goes to Bern in Switzerland. Il va à Berne en Suisse. Numéro 2. Luc, Bangui, République Centrale Africaine. Those are a little bit of a tongue twister. Those ones are. So we have Luc. Il va à with the city. Bangui. And we have République Centrale Africaine, ends in a consonant, and we also have Centrafricaine, which is an adjective with an E on the end, so we know that's feminine. So we have en République Centrafricaine. I'm just going to let it do that. Okay, numéro 3. Caroline Lapointe, Le Havre, France. Le Havre is one of those cities that I told you have an article that does not make it a masculine city. It's just the name of the city, Le Havre. So we have Elle va. If we have a and le together, we do have to make a contraction. Au Havre, en France. It's not technically a masculine, but the a and the le from Havre have to connect. So she goes to the city of Le Havre in France. Numéro 4, Les Johnson, Washington, États-Unis. They pronounce Washington Washington because they don't have a W sound in French. So we have Les Johnson. Ils vont à Washington, aux États-Unis. They go to Washington in the United States. Numéro 5, Les Miller, Québec, Québec. The city of Quebec in Quebec. I guess it's a province in Canada, isn't it? That doesn't really matter. A province works the same way as a country. Let's make some space. So we have Les Miller, Ils vont à Québec. That's the city. En Québec. Oops, it's not en, is it? Did you catch my mistake? Quebec ends in a consonant, so it would be what? Did you say O? I hope so. Au Québec. They go to Quebec in Quebec. Kind of funny, but hey, we didn't name their countries and their cities, they did. Numéro 6, Les Stevens, Mexico, Mexique. And Mexico City, they just call it Mexico, I believe, in France. So we have ils vont à Mexico, that's the city. And then le Mexique is, although it ends in a vowel, that's the one that is masculine, right? So we need O, that's an A, au Mexique. Okay, ils vont à Mexico, au Mexique. They're going to Mexico City in Mexico. Et numéro 7, Jean-Bernard, Jérusalem, and Israël. So, il va à Jérusalem, and Israel is masculine, but it starts with a vowel. So what do we have to do? Do you remember we talked about this in class? You'll need en Israël. Because it starts with a vowel, sorry, we need to make liaison. Il va à Jérusalem en Israël. He goes to Jerusalem in Israel. Okay, hopefully that was pretty straightforward and didn't throw you for any loops. If you do have questions about this, of course, always contact me. No problem there. And go ahead and go to the workbook exercises then. Don't forget to do your Quizlets this week and also the online verb drills to do a little extra practice. That will be it. Au revoir.